Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And as requested by our subscribers in our community poll, we did 4 unboxings, and the votes were overwhelmingly wanted us to do our first how to play and playthrough of those 4 unboxings with Creature Comforts. Now, we will be doing the other playthroughs on how to plays as well, but we appreciate you
Yes.
participating in the poll, and so that's why we're doing this one first.
And thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Yes. So let's take a look at how you set it up. This is a score the most points game after so many turns. And so you're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns. Now you can play a 6-turn game where you remove a spring, a meadow, spring, and a summer from the forest and meadow piles here. But we're going to play 8 rounds.
Okay.
So if you look at the board here, I have the stacks of cards here. Each player will pick an animal. And so you have your home boards here. I'm playing the foxes.
I'm
playing
doing the
raccoons. So you get your 4 meeples that represent your workers that you'll use in the game. You get your 2 family dice here. And you'll see there, I don't know if the regular edition will have these etched dice, but the paw print.
The paw print's so cute.
Is a 1. And you have your cottages here. And you start out with 4. And if you happen to use more of the cottages, you get this many victory points. And I'll explain how you use the cottages. But right now, you won't get those victory points if you don't use them. So the game will end after 8 rounds, and we're trying to collect victory points. So here are the resources that you're going to use to buy things. You have apples, wood, stone, yarn, grain, and mushrooms. And here are stories that you collect, coins, and lessons learned. Now, this is interesting. Took us a moment to figure this out. But this is, if you use a lesson learned, you can modify the dice. This means you modify it by +1, or you modify it down by 1. But it can't wrap around. So a 6 can't become a 1. Or a 1 can't become a 6. So, and you can use multiple of these to modify the community dice or your family dice. So if I really wanted to have something go up 2, I can use, go from a 4 to a 6. I use 2 of these to make it a 6. So that's what those are used for. And you'll see right here, there are wheelbarrows, which allows you to collect extra resources, and almanacs that will also make dice go up -1 or +1, because you'll get improvement cards here. And how do and so you can get victory points by using these improvement cards, or by getting comfort cards here, and so that's the main way you're going to get points. So let's talk about setting up the other parts of the game. So each player is going to get 3 comfort cards, and you get to keep 2 of them. And this will be in your hand. You can only have up to 3. Up to 3 comfort cards at a time. So if you ever acquire more than 3, at the end of your turn, you must discard down to 3. So you can during the turn acquire more than 3, but if you don't buy them, use them, then you must discard down to 3. But in the beginning, we start out with 3. So I'm going to look at my 3, and this is usually hidden information. And I'll go over the anatomy of the card while Julie's looking at hers. So if you look at this card, for instance, now it's important to remember the title, because there are some improvements that you'll get right here, for instance, that will say if you have toys, you get plus points, or there'll be other comfort cards that will modify other comfort cards. There'll be description down here. So this is worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. You need a wood, a stone, and a story to move that comfort card out of your hand into your play area to make it worth points. And you can have as many comfort cards out here that you've acquired during the game. There's no limit to that. But there is a limit to the number of improvements you can have, because every time you get an improvement, you got to put one of your cottages on it, so that means you can only have 4. So that's that card. But if you notice here, this one I could keep. This is one of those cards that modifies it as the game goes on. So you get I'll get +1 point for every coin that I have stored here. Now
Is it +2?
Yeah, you're right, +2, my mistake. So I should zoom in there a little bit better. So I can move those coins at the end of the game. You don't have to commit to it during the game. When the game's over, I can move any coins I have left into there. So I don't have to put them on there. I probably will if I do purchase this card, and I can move them off and on. But at the end of the game, I definitely have to decide if I'm going to commit to them being in the piggy bank. And then here's another one of those. See how you have a little symbol here? This represents a type of season. So some cards say for every winter card you have, you get points. But here, this will be +2 if you also have the muffler with the toboggan. So I'm going to keep since this is worth 6, I'm going to keep these 2. And then I'll discard this. And Julie, what did you, no, we're not supposed to know what each other has, but Julie's going to show you what she's kept.
I am keeping these 2, the fairy garden and the socks. The fairy garden, which is really cool, is I get +8 for each set.
See how it's glowing right there? They can't see it. There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. For each set of the, what are they called? Resources.
Yeah.
Stored there. So if I get a whole set of those, I will get, it's just too, it's too shiny. You do it.
All right, I'll do it for you. It takes practice to show things on camera. All right, so you need 2 mushrooms and 2 wood. And for each set of resources stored here, you get +8. Now, that's pretty good if you can get a lot of resources. So that's a gamble.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
And what's the other one you're keeping?
The socks.
Okay, so the socks. All right. And that's just a straight up 4. But it also is considered clothing. That's what that symbol is. So I'm trying to get it to come into focus here. So it does take practice.
Yep.
Okay, and that requires a fruit. Is that what that is?
It's an apple and 2 yarn.
Huh, wonder why you need apples.
And I'm not keeping the bread.
You're not keeping the bread.
No.
All right, so we got our 2 of 3 cards. Now the next thing you do now is that you place 4 cards here randomly. At the end of every turn, you're going to, I believe, remove and you're supposed to be a pile off to the side here.
We can do that.
No,
if
you
want me
need
to.
it for your cards.
Oh, okay.
So this is, on this part of the board, is called the owl's nest. I'm covering up the owl, okay? But that's where you would have the owl's nest.
Okay.
And I'll look up if it's, because on the upkeep phase, you're going to lose either the rightmost or the leftmost. I don't remember which.
Okay.
Then you shuffle up the traveler cards. And so you always will have 1 traveler revealed. And this is going to affect how the game may start or how it's played. So you can put one of your workers here, and I'll explain what you do after you put a worker there. But immediately, in turn order, each player must pick 2 different resources from the supply to give the player on the left. So if you look right here, that's what that symbol means. When it's a not equal sign, it means 2 different resources. So you can give us, so they can give me a stone or yarn. Now it's also important to remember what are resources. Coins, stories, and lessons learned are not resources. These 6 are resources. So we're going to do that here soon.
Okay.
We've already mixed up these cards here. So I start out with, I'm just going to flip them up. But really, if you really wanted to do it correctly, it's already flipped up. So I go like that, but we're not supposed to know what's coming up.
Oh.
So, boom. Okay. And so that means you're going to get opportunities in the meadow and the forest to do things with your meeples and the dice. Because what you're doing is you're going to be placing your meeple and then allocating dice to where your meeples are. And now the improvements, we're going to do 6 face up. And they work just like comfort cards, except they can grant you permanent abilities. So I will show what each one does here in a moment.
And you said we get 4 of them, right? Or we can get 4 of them?
You can get up to 4.
Okay.
But all right, so let's take a look at this first one here. By the way, this is a ladder. So if I do put one of my meeples here, and unlike other worker placement games, we can all go to the same place. You just can't put double workers there. So Julie can go here, I can go here, and with a 4 or 5 player game, all 5 players can go to a spot. The only difference is, I'm the first player token. I may acquire something here that Julie really wants before she gets to do her turn. Or, if I go here, I might be able to acquire a card she wants here if I'm first before she gets to it. And the turn order will switch. So, in terms of player interaction, these are the only 2 spots where you can kind of mess somebody up if you're going before them. All right, so anyways, I put my person there, and then if I allocate a die there, say I put a 5 there, that means I can get any card that's from 5 to 1. I would have to have a 6 here to get any of these cards. And if, of course, if I only had a 2, I can only do these 2 cards. If I had a 1, I'm stuck with only being able to get that card. But we'll explain dice allocation in a moment. So let's take a look at how some of these improvements work. So if I were to get this card, I would spend those resources and I'd put my cottage on it and it would be in front of my board. And so it just modifies things. It says here, gain 2 points for every outdoor comfort owned by all other players. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's some, got to pay attention to that. This one, now this is a, what they called an improvement card where other players can use. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
That's nice.
Yeah, you can use it too, of course.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
I'm trying to remember what they're called. Is it glades? Okay, so this is a glade. You know it's a glade because it has a symbol here. If I can get it to focus in. For any kind of die you put there. All right, so I can use it. So my cottage will show that I own it. And we'll go off to the side of the board here to show that anybody can use it. So I'll be putting them over here.
Okay.
So this just becomes another location that anybody can use during the game. But I own it. So why does that matter? Well, it matters because owner may not place here. When another player collects, they must give a gift of 1 resource to the owner.
Oh, wow.
So if, for instance, if Julie, so I guess I can't ever use this if I get this. So if I got this, I have to wait for Julie to put any die here. And if she does, she'll get a book and any resource of her choice. And then Julie would have to give me a resource that she would like. So, yeah. And it means that, I think it means that you have to use your family die on that. Yes, you do. Workers may not be sent to the glades during the placement phase, but players may assign available family dice. So you not put a worker here, but you must put a family die. That's why that color's there. So Julie so if I were to acquire this, I can't use it. Julie would have to use one of her gray dice here. It can be any number. And then she would get a story and any resource, and then then she would have to give me one of her resources.
Okay.
Okay. So then so part of this game is you have to look at every card that comes up. To do your turn, because you got to know what your options are.
Sure.
When visiting the market, you may first make 1 trade of resource for resource, then usual rates apply. So what is the market? So you have to look at what the different locations on the board, what their labels are. Here's the Owl's Nest. Here's the workshop. Here's the inn. And so the market is here, where that means you can put any die here, and you're trading 1 coin for any 1 resource. 2 of resources that are alike, like 2 stone to get any 1 resource you like, or 3 different resources, any 3 different ones to get a coin. All right, so, and you can do this as many times as you want, as long as you have your meeple there, and then you place a die. It could be a family die or a regular die. Okay, so that's the market. So this card affects the market. And then up here is the river, and this will rotate 1 space every turn. So if you want to get a stone, I'd put my meeple there, and then hopefully I can put a die here that's a 1, 2, or 3. If I do, then I get 1 stone. But if I go here, I have to have a 4 to get a coin and a stone. And if I go here, I need a 5 or 6 to get 2 stones. All right. And then here is the meadow and the forest. And so those are different locations because cards will refer to them. So you got to remember which ones are what. All right. So the tool shed. There's another card we can acquire this turn. When resolving a worker in the workshop, treat your place die's value as if it were 6s. Interesting. So that means, that's pretty nice, that if you have the tool shed, it doesn't matter what value die you put here, it will be a 6.
Ah.
So that means you can acquire anything you want.
Nice.
So that would be a good one to get early.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another glade. Right, I know it's a glade because of that shape. Remember, glades, you don't need to place workers, you just place family dice. Okay, owner gains...
Mushroom?
Yeah, mushroom. I couldn't see it very well. When another player collects. So, if Julie goes there, she'll get 2 mushrooms and I get a mushroom. If I go there, I just get 2 mushrooms.
You get 1 mushroom.
If I go there,
Oh, if
I
you
get
go
2
there.
mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
If you go there, you get 2 mushrooms, I get 1 mushroom.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's important to emphasize. It's not like this one.
This is why I was confused.
Yeah, right. It's not like this one where I can never use it, and I got to hope you use it.
Okay.
Okay, because it says that in the card.
Right.
So here's the spinning wheel. All right. So gain 1 victory point for every clothing comfort owned by all other players. That's pretty cool. And now if we look at the Meadows on the top here, now this little key shows you here on certain seasons you can never get certain resources. Like you're never going to be able to get, is that yarn?
The blue,
It's hard to see. Let me see if I can
let me see.
zoom in on it. Yeah,
I don't think. No, the cards are in the way.
yeah, I'll move them out of the way. I'm having trouble seeing it. Okay,
Yeah, the bottom one is yarn.
okay. So this means in the fall, you're never going to be able to get yarn. You're never going to be able to get mushrooms in the summer. And you're never going to be able to get wheat in the spring.
Okay.
So that's just something to remember, that as cards come up, certain things are not going to be available.
Okay.
But right now, if we put a meeple here and then a 2 later, we'll get a story here. You need 2 dice that add up to 8. Any combination of 2 dice, you get 2 mushroom.
No, to yarn.
Yarn, sorry. Here, you need to total 5 or lower, so you want low dice. You can get 2 wood and 2 mushroom.
Okay.
Here, if it's 3 or under, you get a wood.
Okay.
All right, now you see the dice here. This is the hill top. It's another term you need to know. The way the turn sequence is going to go, we're each going to roll our family dice. So we have some predictability. Then we're going to place at the same time our meeples. Julie's going to do the same thing. Remember, we can occupy the same spaces. And then since I'm the first player, I'll roll the community dice. And then that will be the surprise information where we may not get what we really like. So
True.
And now here's one thing that to keep in mind during the turn. If you're not able to, so during the turn, let's say I have these 2 dice rolled, and that's what I rolled, and I assign them. I'm not paying attention to how I'm using them. Let's say for whatever reason, I could not make this die work, okay? And I couldn't use this person. I will get a lesson learned to use in the future. So it might even be a situation where I can't use 2 meeples because I can't make the dice work, and so then I would get 2 lessons learned.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get it for each one you don't
For
use.
each one you don't use.
Okay.
You always get something when you play somebody. It's whether or not you get to allocate dice to your workers to make that space work.
Okay.
So let me see. Is there anything else that
I just have one other question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those
Oh yeah,
two
I'll
again?
explain that in just a second.
Okay,
I just want to
thank you.
make sure in the setup. Do we start with any resources? I don't think we do.
I don't remember. We only played it once, and I don't remember if you had given me
Yeah, I don't
anything.
think we start with any resources. I'm looking real quick here. Yeah, I don't even think you start with any lessons learned because you're starting the game.
Okay.
All right, so you want to know how this space
Yes,
works?
please. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a review here. If you put a person here and any numbered die, it can be a community or your family die.
Okay.
You can take any 1 face-up card.
Okay.
Now, if you go here,
Yes.
if you place a 1 or a 2, you get 2 cards from the deck. Okay.
Oh, okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, you get 1 card from the deck.
Okay.
And as you know, you can only have up to 3 cards at the end of the turn.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So
Thank you for
now, the last
explaining
thing
that.
I will explain is the upkeep phase, and you'll be seeing me refer to this just so I make sure I don't miss anything. Upkeep. All right. So you look to make sure is there any traveler things that activate at the end of the turn. Right now, this is going to activate right away, which we'll do in a moment because it says immediately. You discard both valley cards. You see what's coming up next. If it's the last one, then you proceed to scoring. Okay, rotate the river dial 1 space. You discard the leftmost, so it's the left
Okay.
that you get rid of, and you slide things
Slide them
down.
over, okay.
And then you discard the lowest improvement, and then you slide things down.
Okay.
All right. And you discard the traveler, You pass the worm to the next person, and then that's it.
All right, it's pretty easy.
Okay, but I'll make sure to refer to that. So you see here, these 2 cards I don't own yet. I'm putting them down here so I can refer to it.
That's what I did too.
And then for you,
I had my fairy garden and my socks.
yeah. So let's move it up just a little bit to make sure you can see them.
You bet.
And then any cards you acquire,
Just put them up
we'll put
here.
them off to the side.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And you can put any improvements right there.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So now here is the sequence right here. Oh, I'm so zoomed out.
Oh,
wrong
wow, that's
way.
really zoomed in. Woo!
Okay. All right. So we already did the new Traveler, and we're going to do its effect right now.
Okay.
I don't know what Julie has, but I know I don't necessarily want to give her 2 of the same resource.
And I'm not looking, I knew it's up there, but I'm not looking at what you have either.
So knowing what's out there, I know there's a lot of stuff that she can get that are alike. So I'm thinking I don't want to give her wheat because we're not going to be able to get much wheat this turn. So because there's a lot of mushrooms, I'll give her a mushroom and a wood. Because according to this person here, I have to give her 2 different resources.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes right there.
And I'm not looking at what you have at all. So I'm going to give you an apple and a wood.
Okay. Now, I don't know why you did that because there's no apples available, but that's okay. You already gave it to me. In other words, for strategy-wise,
Yeah.
there's no place to get apples, so you might have helped me. Now, I could get apples by trading things here. Now, we also have to look at the Traveler. You could also put a guy here. And then if I put a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and if you do 2 not equal resources, you get a coin. Or if you place a 5 or 6 here, you can get a story.
Okay.
From the
supply?
Canada Links? Yeah, it says right there.
Oh, it says his name.
That's the Traveler, Canada
Oh, okay.
Links. All right, so the next thing we do
Roll our dice.
is that we roll, as you see here, we roll
our family dice.
our family dice. And then since I'm the worm, the early worm, I'll roll the 4 village dice, and then all players we're gonna place our meeples. But then we're gonna resolve our dice and meeples in turn order. Okay, you'll see.
So we do our placement first, and then we roll the.
Yeah, so I got a 4 and 3.
I have a 1 and a 2.
All right, so I'm looking at my comfort cards here. I'm trying to see what do I need. So part of this game is taking a look at what you need to get comfort cards out. And, oh, by the way, with these here, this is for multipliers in case we get too many resources. So, for instance, if
okay.
that'd be 5 apples.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoop.
So again, there's a little bit of we got muffler here, bread, toboggan,
And
a
board
board
game.
game. And I guess I better show these too. So
Oh, sure.
every time new cards comes up, you got to look at what's available because that's the strategy. +1 victory point if you also have soup. No soup for you.
No soup for you. Soup Nazi.
Then here is a toboggan. +2 points if you also have the muffler. And it's a winter card.
And there's the muffler, too.
Yes, that's a good point. Okay, +1 victory point for each other board game and toys comforts you have. All right, so that's good to know. So now we're placing our meeples. I'm going to go here, and we can both go to the same spot. I'm going to go here. And where else? I need... Yeah, I want that spot too. Why don't you lay them down?
That's what I'm
It's easier
doing.
to see
Yeah.
on the camera. And you need an exact 2 to get that. And I need stone too. Well, I have a 3 and 4. I gotta hope I roll low, because that's a total of 5. Well. Yeah, getting a coin's a good idea because I have a 4. All right, so now we placed our meeples. Now, because I have the earlier worm, I'm rolling the community dice, and we're both going to get to use these. keep this in mind that this, when you modify any die, you don't turn the face. You just put the thing here, because I'm going to use these dice first. So if I put this here, it becomes a 3. It's still a 4 for Julie on her turn. So that's something to keep in mind. But we don't have those. Gosh, I rolled high. That can be good or bad.
Works for me.
All right, so now I get to use these first.
Yep.
And also, this is where some of the analysis comes into play. I can use any die here because I'm going to go for the board game.
Okay.
And I definitely need a 4 here. I need a 3 and a 2 here. So I got to get a total of 5 or lower. 6 allows me to get anything. And I've used them all. I've used all my dice except that one, which I won't be able to use. Okay, so now I going to use my dice. I'm going to get the board game, so I'm adding it to my hand. Okay. At the end of at the end of resolving my dice, I can then purchase comforts. Okay. So I've used this. This comes off. This goes back here. And notice I didn't turn it over because Joe's going to be using that exact same die. I'm going to get the tool shed. Okay, it's because oh, I forgot to mention. I got to have the resources. So this is something I forgot to mention in the explanation. Whenever you require an improvement, you got to pay for it right away. So I might have messed myself up. Luckily, I'm going to resolve this one first. And I can get 2 wood and 2 mushroom. So I do have enough now for that tool shed. I almost messed that up. Now, when I do the tool shed, I can pay for it. And then I'll put that here. And I put one of my cottages on it. So I'm going to get 1 victory point at the end of the game for using 1 cottage. And now I can put any number I want there, and it will be a 6 anyway. So I reveal this.
You also get that too.
I slide this over. Oh yeah, I'm going out a little out of order here. I get a stone and a coin. Okay, that comes off. And then at the end of my turn, can I purchase a comfort card here? I have 3, which I can end with. I do not have enough to do anything else. So if you look at the turn sequence here, what did I do? I added my family dice on the hilltop to 4 in your dice pool. I just placed them right away. I assigned the dice. I resolved locations. And then I brought home unresolved workers. I didn't have any. I was able to use all my workers. I don't have enough resources to craft my comforts. And I returned the village dice to the hilltop. So now it's Julie's turn.
Well, I'm not going to do as well as David. First thing I'm going to do is I get to go there.
Yeah, I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
And that's pretty... Oh, and I get to do this, one of these down here. And that's it.
So that's what Julie's doing. That's where her 3 workers are.
No, 4 workers.
Your 4 workers.
So this one I
Well,
get...
no, it says total of 5 or less. You can do this.
It says total 5 or less. It's not a total of 5.
5 or lower. That's a 3. That's lower than a 5.
Oh, all right. So I guess I got to do 3 things. Good. All right.
So what you got messed up on...
Yeah, is that one.
I didn't roll a 4.
No.
Okay. And so right now you're going to resolve the locations with dice, and then we will do this one at the end.
Okay, so I'm going to do the toboggan first.
Hang on. Okay. So you're adding that to your hand.
Mm-hmm. So that goes back. I take my little guy back. And then I want to get 2 yarn.
Okay, I'll give you 2 yarn. Here's your yarn.
All right. And then I need 2 wood and 2 mushrooms.
2 wood and 2 mushrooms.
Okay. And then I need a lesson learned because I didn't get to do this
All
one.
right, so you've resolved all your dice
Mm-hmm.
with your workers.
Mm-hmm.
And now because you weren't able to assign a die there, you get a lesson learned. Now you can make this positive or negative on your turn.
And then I'm going to make this.
Well, hang on. We got to move this guy here. And now, so you've resolved all your workers and dice, and now you're going to build a toboggan.
Yep, because I have 2 wood and a yarn. There you go.
All right, so that's what you've done.
Yep.
I'll move this down just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
There. No, you're
Thank
good.
you.
All right, so you still have 2 cards in your hand that you weren't able to use, but right now you have 5 victory points with a possible of more if the muffler can be bought.
Yep.
And I have 2 victory points. Now at the end of the game, I should point this out, there is some scoring they should keep in mind. Now one thing we weren't aware of the first time, I ended up winning because I had a bunch of stories. I didn't know stories. We were just learning the game. But you get points for your comforts and for your improvements, and you revealed cottage slots, the more cottages that you use. But here, you get 2 victory points for every story that you don't use. And I had like 6 of them. And that's how I was able to win.
Yep.
And then 1 for each coin. And then for every 3 groups of goods, well, you get 1 point. Okay, now it says mixed goods. But then it says here, I guess because, so we might have done this wrong. I think we were able to make it work the first time we played. That, in other words, you can't have all the same resource. So if you have 3 of a kind, or 2 alike and 1 different, you won't get the points. They all have to be different. So that's what that means. If there would be equal signs there, that means you'd have to create sets.
Then I probably lost more than I did because I think you counted my sets.
But it's not. But it should have unequal.
Yeah.
Here. But so I wonder if that's a mistake in the instructions. 3 mixed, and this here would have to have unequal signs, that they can't be equal to each other.
Right.
So that's an interesting little question that we'll have to resolve later. Because I'm not going to look on BGG while we're playing live.
No.
But because it says mixed
Yeah.
at the end, but it doesn't have the equal signs, the
True.
unequal signs, makes you wonder.
Yeah.
All right, so we remove the bottom one here.
Okay.
So now we're doing upkeep. Okay, I'm going to go in order. There was no end of the month traveler. Okay, we discard both traveler cards. Okay.
Okay.
And then we rotate the river dial one. We discard the leftmost comfort. Okay, so the
Snowshoes.
shoes are gone. Okay, we got more toys. Then we discard the left. Oh, we already did that. Okay, discard the lowest improvement. So that would have been good for you because you're getting some winter stuff.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, and you slide down.
That's okay.
And you get the worm.
I get the worm.
And so we're going to reveal the next one here. The toys is basically +2. It's just points. It's worth
This is
6
points.
And then here's the next improvement that just came up. Okay, pattern book. You may store 1 story on each of your clothing. Huh. The story adds 4 to the comfort score. Interesting. Well, if you can get a bunch of stories.
Yeah.
Okay, now how did it change up here? Oh, we got to get rid of him.
Yes.
Wood, mushrooms, apples, stories, coins.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So end of the month. So this is an end of the month traveler. So we got to keep this in mind. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, here we go. Each player may resolve 1 valley location of their choice using the village dice only, as if they sent workers there. So in other words, we get another action if we have the right dice rolled.
Okay.
And if you put a 1 or 2 here, when you visit the end, you'll get 2 coins. And you can convert coins up to 2 times to get a story. If you have a 3, 4, 5, or 6 there. All right, so let's roll our community dice. I got a 4 and a 1.
I got a 3 and a 2.
All right, so now we know what we need. So here, total 11 or higher, 3 or 4. You need to have a sequence. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Okay. You need a 1 and a 2 there.
Okay. Oh wait, not yet. We have to put our people out.
Yes. And we do this simultaneously. I don't know what I want. I got to start producing stuff. So for me, I need coins. Where can I get coins? Well, from here, I have a 1. And yeah, you definitely want to get that muffler.
Yeah.
And do I want to get... And you're doing clothing. Do I even want to bother with that? There's 2 tool sheds.
Oh.
I didn't realize that. Well, I need stories too. Where can I get stories?
Right there.
And I need stone. I'm trying to get 2 stone.
Okay.
And if all else fails, I guess I'll get to 11 or higher if I roll really high. Well, I'll just go there. Okay. You get to assign the dice first.
Okay. Here are my dice. So I didn't get that, so that's out of the picture.
Oh, you have a 3?
No, I need a 1 and a 2.
Oh, well, you have your lesson learned. You can make something go down.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I think I will do that because I need that. So I'm going to make this a 1. Here's my 2.
Okay.
And then I have a 3 for here. And then...
You want stories, but you got to have coins. You
I can't do that then. And then I'll just...
well, if you
oh,
get
wait,
a 1
I can
or
do
a 2, yeah, you can get coins at least.
Do that.
Well, here, you put it here, sweetie.
And then I'll just do this. Okay.
And
Woo!
all right, so you are resolving.
Yes.
Which one are you gonna do first?
I'll
you
do this
resolve.
one first.
All right.
So I get an apple and a yarn, and I give that back.
Apple and a yarn.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead
Thank
and take
you.
it. All right.
And then here I get a coin and a stone.
Coin and stone.
Thank you. And then here I get 2 coins.
Okay.
Thank you. And then down here I'm going to take the muffler.
Yeah, that's worthwhile.
And then I'm going to take off that and this, and now it's due. Oh, wait.
No, wait, there's a slide to the left. You know,
I thought you said that.
Oh, I know it comes off on the left.
Oh.
Hang on.
Okay.
Okay. You know, you get new cover cards, or slide everything to the right of the empty slot.
So you did do that. You slid it to the right.
To the rightmost slot. Empty rightmost slot. Since it comes off the left.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now, why am I forgetting this? Because we played another game where it was going the opposite
other way. All right, and then I am going to resolve this. I have my yarn and my apple.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I just made my socks.
So you have now, how many points there?
Yarn and apple. I have 9 points. Okay.
Okay.
And that's all I have left.
That's it, huh?
Oh, actually, I'm going to do this too. I had 2 coin and 2 mushrooms. I'm going to do my fairy garden.
Yeah. Now, let me see, what does the garden do again? For each, oh, wow. If you can get sets, that's cool. But remember, you don't have to make those sets to the very end of the game.
Yeah.
So you're not committed to it. It's worth 4 points anyway. Let me see if you have it up there. Okay. At some point, you might have to overlap these.
There we go.
If we start getting a lot.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, so now I got to resolve.
Yes, you do.
So you're supposed to put it on the hill.
I did.
I know, I'm saying. I didn't. I need coins, and that's my only, well, I can do a 2 if I need to. So, you have 4 there.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Very nice.
Total 11 or higher. I'm not doing that one no matter what.
Yeah, no, you
I'm not going to
can't.
be able to make that happen no matter what.
I rolled too little.
That's all right. All right, so I'll do my 2 stone over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if I recombine dice,
You still don't think would equal 11.
I'd have to use too many dice to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here I get 2 coins.
Very nice.
Okay, visited the birdie. And here I got my sequence. I have 2 stories and a coin. 2 stories and a coin. This one I didn't do, so I get a lesson learned. All right.
And then this is the end of the month.
Wait,
I'm sorry,
I
sweetie.
get to do it. You trying to?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't get to get anything.
You don't? No, only me. Only me.
I'm just joking. All right, so I'll do my piggy bank.
So you need
Stone.
2 coin and a stone.
Yeah, and I don't have to assign coins right now, but I have it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Okay, and then 2 of any resource, a book at the board game,
You can do it now.
or do I do the toy? I'll do the toy.
Okay.
Okay, so a wood, a stone,
In a book.
and a book.
A story.
No harm came from reading a book.
That's right.
We're doing the mummy in case anybody didn't know. Okay.
Very badly.
And then here, I'll do the board game. Can I?
I
need this coin, a story
into
of anything.
Yeah.
I'll
Nice
do an
job.
apple. It's apples to apples and a stone.
There you go.
I'll do a mushroom. That's kind of weird.
That is weird.
Maybe it's a kind of board game where it helps to have magic mushrooms
Maybe.
when you're playing.
Look at that. You wiped out your whole thing. That's
All
good.
right, so that's first turn.
And here you
No,
get
second
the
turn, I should
worm
say.
back.
I'm the
Because
one
you're
now.
to be the first player.
All right, so we slide the left off, right?
Yes. And then we move this down.
I want to look
Right.
again. Discard the lowest. I already know that. Discard. Oh, we forgot to do the him first.
Oh.
Each player may resolve 1 value location using their village dice only. So I have a 1 and 4.
They're village dice. Isn't it that?
Oh, you're right. Village dice. Thank you. Well, the only thing we can do is this one or this one. I'm going to get 2 stories and a coin.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah, I almost forgot to do that. You reminded me earlier, but it just wasn't time yet.
No, that's okay.
There you go.
I didn't want to.
All right. So let's just go in order again.
Yes, I like that.
Okay. We did the travel part. Discard both ballot cards.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of wood,
Yeah.
apples,
Yarn.
mushroom. Rotates river dial 1. Discard the leftmost comfort. Is this the one that we added? No, we added the flute, right?
We added the flute.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing it right.
Okay.
Again, we just played another game recently. That's why
It's messed us up.
let's mess this up. Discard the lowest improvement. Okay, so the guest cottage is gone.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to use it anyways. That'd be better for a game with more players.
I think so. Yeah, just with 2 of us, it's not as.
I don't think it's going to
good.
get used that often. So the next one is a herb garden.
Herb. Herbs.
For gain 1 victory point for every food comfort owned by all other players. And you have a garden, don't you?
I have a fairy garden.
Is that a food? It's not.
Nope.
It's not very useful.
Not for
And
you.
what's the new thing we got was
Bread again?
bread. So we might have done that wrong the first time here, these cards, but that's okay. Moving them. +2 if you also have soup. And so we have 2 breads.
Yes, we do. And then
All
we have
right.
to change this guy.
Yes. Birdie flies away.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Who do we have next?
Another bird.
Oh,
Very popular.
yes. I like his red hair.
All month long, all improvements and comforts cost 1 less displayed. 1 less wood displayed on. Okay. But I built all mine already.
I haven't, so that works
It has to be
for me.
displayed. That means it can't be a wild.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
So this is a trading person. So if you really want to go to this person, you can trade to get more stuff. I don't
I'm
know.
probably not going to do that.
I don't know how useful that's going to be.
I don't know.
All right, let's roll
Okay.
our dice. 4 and 1 again. I'm not rolling
1
well.
and 4.
I was just say I'm not rolling well. I don't know if that's well.
I don't know.
Equal, same,
Till 7.
Oh no, question mark. 7 or higher, not the same. Those have to be the same.
Okay.
5 and 6. So we got to roll high
Yeah,
to
we
do a lot
do.
of this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to roll that high.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to try this one.
you know what? I better go here because I have a 4 and a 1.
I need
only.
this one too.
I need to get cards. And I'm pretty sure you can only put one here. One or the other. Let me look it up to make sure. It's a little rule I just thought of. As you're thinking. The owl's nest. It doesn't say you can't. Yeah, the 2 locations here. So I could put both guys there if I really wanted to. You have clothing, right?
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to go there. And then if I don't roll well, if I don't get a 5 and 6, I guess I'll just get mushrooms.
Yeah.
I know I have a 4.
All right, roll big numbers. Big numbers.
I did roll high.
Nice. I should have gone there. I was thinking about doing it too.
Okay. So I resolve first because I have the early worm. You'll be doing some trading, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I definitely want. I'll put my 4 here. I have a 1. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. It's a 3, 4, right?
Mm-hmm. 3, 4.
Got to use the 3 here. I can use any die I want here because it's a 6 with my improvement. And I do a 6 here. All right. No, actually, I want to do a low number. What am I doing? There we go. I want to get 2 cards. So I'm taking 2 random. Okay. So I'm resolving this right now. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Another piggy bank.
I don't need that. Probably going to be getting rid of that. Preserves. Well, if I have a lot of apples, that's good. So that's the only problem with doing blind draws.
Yeah.
I know,
you want the spinning wheel.
Yes. But I got to pay for it right away.
You can't?
And I can't. That's the only problem with going there. I forgot that. I got to have the stuff to pay for it. Well, let's first do this. See if this helps me make a decision. 2 mushrooms. So, that's things to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Here, 2 stone. Now, with the resources I have, if you can't see very well, I'll zoom in here. This is what I have. Okay. I have a lot of stone, coins, mushrooms, and books. Can I get anything here? I don't have any wood. Wow. Yeah. I basically did not think ahead. I shouldn't have even gone here. Or I should have went to a different location out there to get stuff I needed. So I didn't use them. And I get a lesson learned. See, I learned a lesson.
Okay, it's my turn. All right, so I got my 7 and 1. And so I got 7. I've got 2 5s.
Hang on. Put the dice here.
Okay.
That's what we're supposed to do.
And then, oh, wait. Oh, crud. Did I screw up? No,
Well, I think
okay.
that's nice about this game. You don't have to resolve the dice until after you're done figuring it out.
I'm okay.
So you can take your time.
Okay.
Even on my turn, I could have crafted this another piggy bank, but I'm not going to.
All right. I got 2 apples.
Even though it's 3 victory points, I'm going to wait.
Got 2 apples.
Okay.
I get a yarn and a coin. This, you don't have any clothing, so it doesn't make any sense. do any of that.
The tool shed might be worth it if you have 2 wood.
I don't. But I could get...
Let's see what you have. You have a bunch of apples.
Well, I have to. I
Coin.
need it for this. So I already know what I want to do next time around. So I'm going to do a coin, and I'm going to trade it for...
Well, here, you had to place a die there.
Oh,
Did you have a die left over?
yeah, I did.
Okay, then you're okay. So it's any die.
I'm going to do...
What? Hang on a second, sweetie. Did you put any dice here?
No.
Because you removed things. You had a 5 and a 6, right? You had a 4 and a what?
Let's see. I had a 6 and a 1 there.
What?
I had 2 5s there.
Okay.
And then I had my guy here.
Okay, you would have had to have done a 3 here.
Okay, and then that's it.
You do have a 4 here, so you might as well put it here
Okay.
in case you still want to do something.
All right, so I've done this. I've done these 2.
Okay, go ahead and take that off.
And then this, I want to do a...
What'd you do with that 1?
I used it for the 6 and 1 plus equals 7.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I need to do... I want to get another yarn.
So you're trading a coin
Yes, for a
an
yarn.
resource. Okay.
And then down here... That's it. I'm not doing it. I can't
Because
use
you
it.
can get anything from here.
Then I'm not going to be able to use it because I wanted to build this.
All right, so you're going to get a lesson learned.
Yes.
All right, so here you go. Because you didn't use it.
I didn't use it. And then I'm going to have a yarn, an apple, and a wood, and I just made my muffler.
Okay.
And I get +2 if I have a muffler, and I do. So I've got apple,
Okay, let me help you
wood, there.
set this up.
Okay.
Okay. We'll put this over here like this, from side by side.
Okay.
All right, so this playthrough is going a lot longer than I thought. So I'm going to remove, we're only going to do 6 turns.
Works for me.
So with you, in order to play a shorter game, because Julie's going to start fading here after an hour, and it's getting close to an hour right now. Short game, remove 1 random spring and 1 random summer from both. So that means then I'm just going to take off these next 2, see? 1 random spring. Oh, so we were... which one is this here?
You're taking both from here.
I know what we'll do. All month long, all improvements cost 1 less wood. Did you build something with the wood?
I did. So I
Okay.
get a wood back.
So you get that wood back. Remember, we're supposed to check that.
Thank you.
Okay, so right here, we forgot to do that.
Did you
All
build
right.
something with the wood?
I didn't even try.
Okay.
Now, I could have built something up here that I forgot about.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this, so I didn't have a yarn anyway, so it didn't matter.
Okay.
All right, because we want to end the game sooner, we're going to play with, so we remove these, the springs,
Okay.
okay? We'll play with 2 less summers.
Okay.
Now that does mess up the resources a little bit, okay? Because certain things only happen in the summer, but that's the way it goes. All right, so now we're going to do, so we'll go in order here.
Oh, and I'm the first player too now.
Yeah, you're the first player. So discard the valley cards, and we're playing only 6 turns instead of 8. We rotate to the river dial 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Discard the leftmost comfort. Set everything down. Here, give it to me, please. Get rid of the bottom improvement. Okay. See what came up here. All right, the weather vane. Once each turn, you may raise or lower 1 village die by 1. The die keeps its new value for the rest of the month.
That's kinda cool.
So it's a permanent change for the village dice. But we only have 3 more turns. So whether or not you think it's worth getting out, it's still worth 3 points. Okay, new traveler.
Little frog. Or toad.
No, it's a turtle.
Oh, it's a turtle. Okay.
It's the, what does it say there?
Snappy turtle.
Snapping turtle.
Snapping turtle.
Maybe he's not very nice. Okay, all month long, every unresolved worker earns 2 lesson learned tokens
I like
than
that.
usual. And you can trade. Stories here. So you tell him stories, and he gives you resources.
Gives you resources. I like
Now you
that.
could also get rid of a card, which I'll probably do because I have a card I don't want, and get coins.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Five and 1. I keep on rolling.
I got
ones.
6 and 1.
I keep on rolling ones.
Oh, wait, we got to put people down.
Yes.
I need to get cards.
I want more coins because I think I'm going to be putting stuff into the piggy bank, and I need mushroom apples. Okay.
Go here.
All even. Total 10 or more higher. All even. 4 or higher. I got odd dice, so this could be bad. I might have to be using my lesson learned to make this work. I want coins. I'll go here, just in case. Okay, roll the community
Can
dice.
I do that? Yeah, I'll do that. I get to roll it.
Oh, you're the first person. My mistake.
It's okay.
I thought I was.
Nope. You were last time.
Okay. So remember, you got to create evens for this one and this one.
Okay.
So you have how many lesson learns? Just
One.
one.
All right, I got to think here. So just
Yeah,
let me think.
I'm not going to bother you.
Okay, definitely want to put a 4 here because I know what I want over there.
So it's only going to be this one or more.
I know. And then all even. I can make that a 4 if I want. So I will add, make it even. And then I'm going to put a 1 there and a 6 there. Okay, I got them all.
Okay.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resolve this. I'm going to get my pattern book.
Okay, you got to pay for it right away.
I got it. I got my yarn, my apple, and my book. And I
Okay.
get to put my little house on there. I'll take my die back, put the dice back. All right. And then next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get my bread.
Just hang on, I need to show
Oh,
what's
okay.
coming up next. An orchard came up,
Oh, nice.
and owner gains apples when another player collects. So, but you can also go there with one of your family dice and get 2 apples.
Okay. I'm going to collect bread.
Okay, so shifts. There we go.
And then I'm going to come up here and get
Are those
4.
all even?
Yep, because I'm making that a 4.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You make it whatever you want.
And I need 4 wheat.
What I mean is as long as it's even. Okay, here's 4 wheat.
Okay. And then here I'm going to put in a book.
Okay, and get 3 resources. Now they all have to be different, I
Okay,
think.
I need.
Well, let me make sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
When you see it, I know it's 3 resources, but it doesn't say it has to be different. Yeah, it'd have to have an equal sign for it to be the same. So if you see right here, here's the key. Or unequal. It just says 3 resources, so it doesn't give any limitations. So remember, resources are not coins and books.
I know.
So what do you want?
I'm going to have a wheat, a yarn, and an apple.
Okay.
And then I'm going to.
Now, are you done?
Yes,
Okay, you take your guy off. So let's look on your thing here. What are you going to craft here?
my bread.
Oh, wow.
And here's all my wheat.
How much is that bread worth?
4.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. But I get +2 if I also have soup, so I just need to get some soup
If it comes up.
if it comes up.
All right, so there you go. You can do that. Put it right there.
Okay.
It's this one is you got to keep that out.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a good turn for you.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
Very excited.
So now I go.
Alrighty.
I want that weather vein. So
We'll go get it.
where do I have to use something low?
Right here, you have to have a 1.
Okay, I definitely need a 4 here. And I need a 1 here, or, yeah, a 1.
And you have to have all even over there too.
I'll have to use something there. And I need that weather. It doesn't matter what I put there, but
Oh, that's right, because you have that
I
tool
have
shed.
the tool shed. Okay, so I'm going to have to use a lesson learned to make that 5 as a
4
6
or
or
a 6.
it doesn't matter. Here it doesn't matter.
Nice.
All right, so I'll get my coin,
And a
stone.
stone.
Okay, that resolves. What does he do again? Oh, we don't get to use them because we used all of our guys this turn.
Right.
Okay, I'm getting rid of my piggy bank
Oh,
to
okay.
get 2 coins. It's better for me to get 4 points having 2 coins
Sure.
than to have another piggy bank.
Sure. That makes
So-
sense.
All right, so I got rid of it and I get
Yep.
2 coins.
Very nice.
Okay, and then I'll do this one here. Oops, I moved that. I think it was I don't know what it was. Well, it doesn't matter. I flipped. You got to be careful of flipping things. I just flipped it by accident. But at least we're at towards the end of the turn. 2 wood and a coin. Okay, and then here I'm going to get that weather vanes. That way I can manipulate dice.
Okay.
Oh, I got to be able to pay for it. You know, I never look.
That's
I
why I
did-
kept looking and looking when I was
I
doing
just-
mine.
I just do it, and then I'm not planning too well here.
That's why I kept looking just so I made sure I.
Well, yeah, at least I
didn't
used
mess
another
up.
cottage.
Yeah, there you go.
So it shifts down. Next one that comes up. Oh, this might be worth it. This is Hannibal Lecter's recipe book.
Stop it.
Okay, sweetbreads. All right, you may store 1
Book.
story
Oh, sorry.
on each of your food comforts. The story adds 4 to your comforts. That's pretty good if
That's
you can
pretty
plan that ahead.
good. Yeah.
If you can plan that ahead. That's not easy to do.
That's not, no.
Okay, so we're done.
Take those off.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
I
that was-
might be able to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't have 3 apples. I get to craft comforts, but I don't have 3 apples, so I'm not doing anything. Now I could put these coins on the piggy bank. Did you just give this to me?
I did.
Okay.
So I don't forget you're going to be the
All right.
next
So I mean,
first
like,
person.
if I put this here, that's 10 victory points. But I can
Awesome.
I can wait till the end of the game.
Okay. That's great.
All right. All right. So we'll make this go away.
I'm going to turn the river.
Each one of those cards goes away. Let's see what the beaver does. Okay. All month long, stone and coins may be used as each other for any purpose. So, that's good. I
Nice.
have a lot of stone.
Oh, I like that.
I wonder, I can put my stone then into my piggy bank
Sure.
for this turn because it could be any purpose.
Yeah.
I might be doing that. Okay, what did you get rid of?
The flute.
Okay, what did you
And
get?
snowshoes.
And is that's that cart that improvement early on where you get winter stuff is gone, so that would have been good if you. But snowshoes is worth 6 victory points.
Yeah.
And I'll make an improvement go away. What did we get? Oh, here's that. There's the same thing again because I think there's duplicates 2 of everything. Okay, gain 2 points for every outdoor owned by other players, though. Let me see what you got.
I only have one. I only have a
Yes.
toboggan. That's it. Nothing good for you.
So we have 2 more turns left here, because again, we're playing 6 turns instead of 8.
Right.
If we weren't explaining the game, we could have played a whole game for you. But right now, we're at an hour and 4 minutes. So
Oh, here. Get rid of him.
no, we just got him.
Oh, we just got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's roll. 2 3s.
4-3.
I need equals. Total 5 or lower. Total. Is that a 6? 6 or lower?
Yes.
Something plus something equals
7.
7. And you rotated this, right?
I did.
Was it like this? I just moved it.
Yes.
Okay, so I want stone because I'm going to use that beaver. So start placing. And I need some preserves. I want stories here. And how many clothing do you have?
2.
Okay, I'll go here. Okay. Although it would be good to maybe get another card, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm looking here. Anything can I buy with my mushrooms? See, I don't have any wheat. That's a better spot for me to go to. I'm going to go there too so I can get wheat. Okay. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm going to roll. I don't know if that's good or bad right now. I need a 1 and a 2 over here. I need to equal 7 there. And there I need a total of 6 or lower on 3 dice. Oh. I don't think I'm getting that. But I can change. On each turn you may raise or lower 1 village die by 1. Has to be 6 or lower on 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make, even if I use if I make that a 1 and a 2, that'd be 6 or lower. But then I won't be getting that. Wow. I don't think I'm getting 2 books. I need to equal a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what I'm doing first.
That's 8. That's too
I know
much.
that I'm gonna change the value.
Oh, okay.
Why did it have to be 3 dice, huh? That's a bummer.
Yeah.
I rolled too high.
You did.
I don't think I'm about to make it work.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, no sorry.
That's right. Sorry, not sorry.
All right, so I'm gonna change this to a 2. I'm using my weather vane, and it's permanent. Did I mess you up?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Hopefully not, huh? And if that'd be 5, 7. If I were to switch it, then I couldn't make it work there. Yeah, either way, I messed up. All right, so let's do this first. I'm not using any of my family dice because you don't have an improvement I can put family dice on anyway. So I get 2 apples and 2 wheat. Okay, I get 2 stone. Okay, here I will get, it doesn't even have to be a 6. I'm gonna get the clothing one here. Well, I can't. I don't have a. See, here's me again. How many outdoor stuff do you have? How many winter stuff?
1.
1. I don't have yarn. I'm doing terrible at this stuff here. Recipe book. I can store stories here that are worth 4. That could be worthwhile. All right, so I'm going to get the recipe book. So I need wheat, mushroom, and a book. Then I can store books on it. Oh, you may store 1 story for each of your food comforts. Okay, I'm getting preserved, so that's good. All right, so that's worth it. Because again, we only have 1 more turn.
That's good.
It slides down. What came up for you? Well, you're not going there anyway, but I'll show it on camera for the last turn here. It's a bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
Start of your turn, you may move one of your workers to a different location. So in other words, you assign your workers, and then before you apply the village dice, you can move somebody, because then you'll know what the village dice are, because that's good if you find out you can't use it somewhere. Okay, I didn't use this guy. Hang on, I got to build a craft.
Yeah, I'm just putting my dice up there, so I know I'm next.
I get a thing. All right, so I'm crafting these preserves. Okay. 3 apples. And +2 to have a pantry. And so with that, if I put it, I better do that now so I don't use it. So now that's going to be +4. And I'm using the beaver. I'm putting stone in my piggy bank.
Okay.
Because stone can be coins. So I have to do that now because I can't do it at the end of the game. Okay.
7. That equals.
Well, you're able to do everything.
So I need apple and 2 apples and a wood.
Okay.
Then I need 2 more apples and 2 wheat.
Okay.
Okay, then I want to get.
Well, why don't you get your cards first?
Oh yeah, I'll get mine.
Which card do you want?
I'm gonna do snowshoes.
And you make sure that you get it. Okay. So you got the furthest one on the right. So another piggy bank.
And then I need to get yarn.
So you're trading for a yarn.
Yep.
All right, now what are you gonna? You gonna craft that?
Yep.
Wow, more points for you.
Yep.
Now, what does that book do again?
What book?
That book do again?
Oh, you may store 1 book on each of your clothing comforts. The book adds 4, so I need to get a book next time.
Okay, yeah, because this is the last turn. All right,
Okay.
so he's gone. Flip him up. You're the early worm.
Yep.
You go to the leftmost. Okay, we got another board game. Let's see what it does. +1 for each other board game and toys, comforts you have. Okay, did you move the river?
I did.
And we got to take these off, so we're on the last turn here. Okay, and what does a weasel do? Looks like it's a weasel. Am I right? Is it a weasel? Can't tell what that says. Pine Harlan?
Harden? I think it's a weasel.
Harden? See, that font gets to me.
I know.
Okay, so here we go. All month long, workers may not be sent to forest locations on your turn. You may assign dice to resolve forest locations as if you had sent a worker there. Okay, so this is a good thing. You don't have to, you can just assign dice there without putting workers there.
Okay.
And so you can get wood. Oh, you can use comforts for coins. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing to get at the end of the turn. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm getting rid of the spinning. Slide down. What is the last thing here? Oh, another weather vane. So it's kind of, unless you want the 3 victory points, it's not going to really help you. Yeah. Trying to get it to come to focus. On each turn, you may raise or lower. I guess you could acquire it and then modify the die on the turn. All right, so let's roll our dice. Makes you wonder. I'm always rolling ones. Are these dice balanced? I mean, I can't remember how many turns that I haven't rolled a 1. All right, so you're first. Well,
No.
actually, we're placing our workers.
I am first. Okay.
I have wheat. Look at your cards to see what you might need to get more stuff.
I know what I need. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Go there. And then I'm going to go here. Another book.
So this is the forest location. We don't need to put guys there. Look at what I need to acquire something. I need to get a book too. I can do a trade at least. And then if all else fails, I get a coin here at least. Okay. Now remember, you can assign dice to the forest.
That's that side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me think here a second. Okay.
Yeah, that's any die.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. First things first, I need 2 wheat. Please.
2 wheat. What does that say there? Both odd.
They were both odd.
Okay.
I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get my pie.
I was going to go for that.
Oh, well. Sorry. Not sorry.
You're so nice.
I know.
Hey, oh, too late. Look what you missed out on.
What?
Ha ha ha. Soup.
Oh, well.
Isn't that nice how I laughed at that?
That's okay.
Yeah.
And then I need a book.
No harm came from reading a book, as you said that joke the second time. And so you're going to assign that right away to your...
And
What do you get to assign it to?
store on each of my clothing comforts. And I'm going to
Okay.
come here and I'm going to get another book.
Okay, what did
go
you
on.
trade to get a book?
A coin.
Okay, except those aren't resources.
A coin. Oh.
So you can't do that. So that's a good thing to remind the audience that Julie thought she can trade a coin for a book, but books aren't resources.
Well, that sucks.
Well, you got a coin. It's worth 1 point at least.
Yeah, so I don't get to use that. And then here, I'll just take an apple and a wood.
Okay, now you get to craft.
I'm making a pie.
Yes. Use that up. Well, here again. You got it. Just put it underneath the toboggan without covering up the toboggan, because there's nothing special in the pie. Okay, so I go. I like what. So I.
Oh, wait, I need to get a thing. Token. Because I
Okay.
didn't get to use that. There we go. Okay, now I'm all done. All you.
I need a 5 if I want a book.
What about your dice right there?
Yes, I got to put that out too. Now, you took what I wanted.
Sorry, not
Okay.
sorry.
I need a book and a coin. I'm going to be getting a book and a coin and get that board game.
Oh, nice.
So I can put any die there I want.
Good.
But here specifically,
Yeah, what'd you want to do there?
I want to get a coin. I got to put a 4 or a 5 there.
Okay.
Well, I can switch it around. Here I can put anything I want. But here, both even.
Yep. There you go.
Hang on. Both even. I think this needs to be a 4 or a 5.
That can be any number too, honey.
I guess I'm not going to use that one.
Oh, you're not?
I'll get 3 for a coin. Yeah. I don't need to do that one.
Okay.
Okay, let's get a book. Because there's not enough dice to go around.
Right.
So, I thought the mushrooms might be better. Do I need an apple?
I don't know what you're doing.
Let me put it back.
You're on a book.
Okay. I want to make this a 4 with my weather vane.
All right.
Okay. Now I'm ready. Because at the end of the game, remember, I get more points for more resources you have. So why wouldn't I want to get more resources? I don't need apples down here. I would have needed apples if you hadn't taken the pie.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I'm doing the dice up there.
Okay.
Is it good that we're finishing soon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can tell. I'll get. I get to trade it.
Oh, good.
Is it up to how many times? Texas, so small.
3.
3. Okay, I'll trade 2
Good.
to get 2 coins.
Nice.
Okay. Here, I'm going to get the board game.
Very nice.
Go ahead and slide it just in case it matters. Okay, and then here, let me make sure I can pay for the board game first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to mess that up.
Looks like you can.
So, coin,
Book.
I'm going to do different. I got to keep different resources for sets at the end.
Right.
Huh. I guess use a wood. Okay. So, I know I'm crafting that. So what can I trade there? All right, that's what I'm going to have left. 3 of any resources. 2 equal ones to get another resource. Well, I'm just going to get a coin. I guess I'm not going to get extra points for. I'd rather have the coin. Because I got my piggy banks.
Why do you have a book on your preserves?
Because of the recipe book. It says right here, you may store 1 story on each of your food comforts. It's basically you create a story. It's like a recipe.
Oh, okay, nice.
This kid's handed down by my grandma. That kind of thing.
I have that.
Okay, so I did do the board game. All right, so the game is over. All right, so now we're gonna look at our stuff. I'll do. So what happens is you flip over the board.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's nice thing about this. And you take the cottages that you didn't use. Okay. So I didn't use 1. So you use any piece that you want to mark your points. So I have 7 points from the cottages I used. Okay. And then I'm going to store all these coins on my piggy.
Smart.
Zoom out a little bit here. So let's resolve that first. The piggy bank. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. That goes to 29. I had a lot stored on the.
That was great, yeah.
But I don't have as much stuff as you do. So we'll see what happens here. Okay. Now, the preserves I'll do next. Preserves is worth 4 plus 4 for the recipe book here. So that's 8. So I'm at 37. The recipe book alone is worth 3. So I go up to 4.
Nice.
The weather vane's worth 3. 1, 2, 3. The tool shed's worth 2. 1, 2. All right, so now here's the last stuff. I get 20 alone just for that.
Very good.
Okay. So then it wraps around. That would be 65.
Very nice.
And then +1 for each other board game and toy comforts you have. So that's +2 for this card And plus 2 of this, so 4 more. And that's it.
Very nice.
Oh, wait. I don't have any leftover resources that are different. So if you look here. Okay, so I don't have leftover resources or stories or coins. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to yours. So you get 1 point for your cottage used. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your toboggan say there? I mean, no, right here.
You may store 1 story on each of your clothing comforts. The story adds 4 to the comfort score.
All right, so it's just worth 3.
Yeah.
It's worth 3 right there. Okay, so you've done that card. You have a set, right?
Yep.
So that's worth 12. 4 plus 8.
12.
Okay, just make sure it's like that. Okay, let's do your muffins.
My muffins.
You have a story there, right?
My muffler?
Muffler. So it's 5 plus what?
4, so it's 9.
Okay. Because of this, it made it worth 4 more. Okay. Now, do you get any other bonuses? What does this say here?
I get plus 2 if I also have a muffler, so it's 7.
Okay. Okay, so move that off to the side. Okay, do you have these? Are there any of these things
No.
affecting each other? What does that say?
Only if I had soup.
Okay, so what are those total points there? Is that,
10, 14.
is that 18?
18.
Okay. Where were you at?
18.
Okay, now you do have some resources left.
I just have 1
You
set.
get no stories left, right?
No.
You get 1 for a coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 1 for each group of 3 different.
50.
All right, so 50 versus 69. So it's only because I had all that stuff in the piggy bank.
Yeah. That was good. That was fun.
You won the first time, though.
Yeah.
So you can see Julie's tired.
I'm really tired. That was way too long.
For you, well, look, it would have been, that was almost 90 minutes because it took a while to explain it. So, if anything, just play with six turns like we did to lessen how long the game takes.
It was fun. I had a good time. I'm just tired.
Yeah. Julie, once it starts going over an hour, Julie starts fading. All right, so that was Creature Comforts.
Yep.
That was
Hope
a
you
how
guys
to
had
play
fun.
and play through for our subscribers voted for this to be done sooner than later. And we appreciate that.
Thank you for sticking with us and watching the whole time. Hopefully you didn't get tired too. And if you did like it, please, we appreciate if you subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.